this might be a little too much of a tangent, but I tried to listen to Crazy Nights the other day.
And crazy. I can't remember how the song goes.
Oh, it's just, that's a whole nother discussion. I cannot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, welcome to a special edition of the 5x3. This is the KISS Destroyer Vinyl Shootout. I am Jimmy.
I'm Glenn.
I'm Dave.
And this is the big day, Glenn. Glenn has 25 different copies, pressings of Destroyer. And Glenn is going to tell us, why don't you, Glenn, just go over right now your process. Dave and I listened to all 25, but we didn't do the same sort of critical listening that Glenn did. This is kind of Glenn's baby. We're going to let him kind of take the lead throughout most of this. Why don't you tell us about how you went about this whole process?
Okay, this is a relatively simple analog to digital setup. From my turntable through a bypass tone control into my audio interface, to an SSD captured in my DAW, out to my speaker and headphone calibration software, and back out to my audio interface pathway to my headphones and speakers. I captured all the audio in Pro Tools 2024. The song I used for this shootout is Do You Love Me? It is my favorite song on the album. I captured 24-bit 96 kilohertz wave files. I analyzed the loudness with NewGen LM Correct 2. Once I determined the loudness of all the files, I level matched to the loudest version, which was negative 21.6 LKFS. So every single version of Do You Love Me in this test was at negative 21.6 LKFS. I'm using SonarWorks Sound ID reference calibration software, so everything I'm hearing is calibrated flat, which will give me the most honest and true results in my blind listening. I want to mention the most important part of this blind listening process is the use of the HOFA 4U Plus Blind Test plugin. With this plugin, you can compare various tracks within Pro Tools without knowing what you're listening to. I had all 25 tracks in Pro Tools. Everything is clearly labeled as to what pressing it's coming from. You insert the plugin on every single track, and then you just open one instance of the plugin, and it reveals all 25 tracks. And you can clearly see here all the names of every track. And then when you're ready, you go ahead and hit start, and it shuffles the deck and hides all the names of all the tracks, so you have no idea what you're listening to. And you just click through soloing and comparing, and you start rating everything with the star system over here on the right. And when you're done, you reveal all the names of all the tracks, and you can see how everything was rated. After the 28 listening sessions, I simply tallied up all my results and ranked everything from worst to best. Number 25 on the list, the worst sounding pressing I own is Mexico.
No bueno.
It is the Mexico first pressing, 1976. I think if this was brand new and you bought it today, you might return it.
Yeah. It sounds like it was pressed underwater.
Yeah. My note here is I made a few little notes here. I like to call this as it ran through the pillow filter. Yep. It's dark, it's muddy, it's dull, it's airless. It sounds like it's going through a low pass filter.
Yeah. I wrote what the fuck? Question mark. Terrible. Muddy, dead, a disaster.
There you go.
That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
So it's truly locally made, and this is what you can find out in the run out, the dead wax.
Yeah,
you can find out all this secret information about where it was pressed. So it wasn't they're not getting the QC, the quality control in certain other countries are not to the standards of, say, the US, UK, and a couple other
Japan,
places, Canada, Australia. So there's a QC problem. There's the tapes. You don't know what tapes they're even using.
There's a QC
they
problem.
could be copies of tapes.
Yeah.
Then they're done locally pressed. You don't know anything about those pressing machines or anything else. And so there's a lot that can go wrong and did on the Mexico pressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Sorry. Too bad, Mexico. Sorry.
But let's, there's a few positives here. I love the labels, the blue labels.
Good labels.
You don't see those. Well, I think I love them because it's kind of weird for a KISS album.
Yeah. They're just so different from what we used to.
I mean, there's a little bit of Casablanca and a small white Casablanca logo. But
those are quite different.
But the album itself might not sound good, but it's kind of glossy. It's flimsy. It's kind of like a UK pressing, but the printing's pretty good. The printing was far better than the way the album sounds.
No offense, there are plenty of great records that have come out of Mexico. That would just happens to not be a very good pressing of it.
That one was not good.
Number 24. Number 24 is the Argentina 1980 pressing.
Yeah.
Called
Destructor.
I like the artwork here. It's unique, and the logo, it's just solid inside, which is interesting. Again, little flimsy, but it's got some gloss. Anyway, I do like the Destructor, title, and some different colors on the back. With it's just totally different. But the actual the printing, it's actually not so. It's a little blurry, not quite as crisp and sharp. We haven't talked about how it sounds yet. Let's see. My note.
Bit of a doozy.
A slightly less muddy version of the Mexico pressing.
Just a notch up.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess your grade was 0.2. Maybe higher.
I wrote drums sound flammy.
Flammy.
I don't know what it
drums.
was.
That's rough. Flammy drums.
Now I have a little something here for this one. This is my theory. Okay.
Yeah.
Argentina's Destructor, the KISS's Destructor version, was released March 15th, 1976, and 9 days later there was a coup in Argentina, and the government was taken over by a dictatorship for 8 years, and the handover to an elected civilian government didn't happen until December 10th of 1983. It was under a authoritarian military dictatorship 9 days after KISS released this. And so my point is, if you want crappy sounding vinyl, you just keep supporting this authoritarian crap going on.
Yeah.
All right. This pressing did come out in 1980.
Yeah.
But but the actual album was released in 1976.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
saying.
even consider any of the politics going on.
KISS caused a coup 9 days after it was released. There was a coup, and that
Glenn's
that
not
made a
concerned
mess.
with geopolitical
It made a mess of
information.
things.
in my vinyl shootout, I should have considered these things.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was number 24.
right.
Just a teensy
Destructor.
bit better than Mexico.
Teensy.
All right.
Argentina. All right. Moving on to number 23. This is the German 1980 pressing, which has the censored logo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which looks more Nazi-ish to me.
Somehow.
That's why they
Well, it's
censored
very
it, right? Because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other S's
Yeah.
look
It looks
too
like the
Nazi-ish
SS
to them.
Yeah.
They look too much like the SS.
That
yeah.
looks more kind of in a way. I don't know.
But it's a great,
it's very German.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have this one in your collection, though. Yeah, I mean, this is the collecting the albums with this version of the logo is the thing. This one, I considered disqualifying it. but I chose to just it sounds a little bit better than the first two. I considered disqualifying it because the left and the right are flipped.
Oh God, that's depressing.
I mean, now is that a mistake, or did someone say, you know what?
No.
I'm going to flip the left and right.
I think
it's better that way.
Someone plugged the wrong cable into the wrong side and just didn't notice. That's all that happened.
Oh my God. So yeah.
Wow, that's weird. A lot can go wrong.
You can't disqualify it though.
But outside of that, outside of that,
Outside of that small detail,
I felt it was a little brighter. It was a little more of a full range, a little bit better separation and articulation. It was a better presentation, but they fucked up with the left and right.
I thought it was a little muddy. Thought for some reason the snare was overly deep. Felt like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My note on that one is it says next ...
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it is number 23.
Yep. And my next couple, I think, are there's some bad ones at the end.
Okay.
And I didn't realize your list was, when I was listening, I didn't realize your list was in order. So I picked mine top 5 completely random, not
really
knowing
blind.
what yours were until you just told me earlier that list was in order, which makes sense now.
They're numbered.
It makes sense.
They are numbered.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. So next, I think we're ready for the next one, right? Number 22, coming in just a touch above the 1980 German pressing is the 1976 first press from Germany.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is another censored sort of logo. I refer to this one as the regular S version.
Yeah, I wrote for the artwork. I said different logo, hate it.
That's how you really feel.
Well, I mean,
it's just not good. It's just not good. It looks terrible.
And of course, they just literally went right over the top of the other one with this black. There's a black background and the. But and this is the first press in Germany, and it doesn't sound good. Yeah. But my note on it is now this is kind of as we go up, I'm just kind of comparing it to the one before here with these notes. So the note is breathes a bit more. Slightly a better stereo image, a little more space, and the bass, the bass pops a little more in the mix. It actually sounded. I said the bass guitar pops nicely, but trying to give it a compliment, but it's still not good.
Yeah, I wrote. Sounds like they needed to change the tubes and the gear. They just sound like dull.
Yeah. Change the tubes.
Someone service the equipment.
I kind of like the labels on the vinyl itself. I kind of like the Bogart label. There.
Yeah. So that's So they did use because it's a 76 pressing. These are the labels that were more widely used at that time. The Bogart labels,
kind of cool.
They're nice. Yeah. I consider it a must-have in the collection, though. I mean, the thing about collecting all these pressings is you go into it knowing they're not all going to sound good. You just have to have them. On to number 21.
Yep.
This is an interesting one. This is the UK Pi 1977 pressing. Here it is. Here. What's interesting about this one, you're not going to be able to see it when I hold it up. So that's why in the image I'm putting up, I put a light behind it. The album looks black, but when you hold it up to a light, it's got this cool red translucent thing going on.
Yeah, it's very cool looking.
Ghost in the Machine like that.
It's very cool looking.
Yeah. So it is a very collectible, collecting all the Pi pressings is a thing.
Didn't sound so good though.
No. So the note here is comparing it to the German first press. It's a thicker version of the German first press, a little beefier mid-range.
My note is there's not a pillow over the top of this pressing, but maybe a bed sheet.
I don't know why, but I have a lot of snare notes in mine. They said the snare got deep and boomy, not my favorite. So
Yeah. No, I would guess this is no one's favorite.
yeah,
Yep. No.
I mean, okay.
Thing about it is, though, if this is like you say, you grew up in England, and this is this is the version you have.
Yeah.
You have you're tender for it,
Yeah.
and you might not know what you're missing.
Oh man, here we go.
Now
we're out of this.
Talk about ruffling feathers. I think I'm going to piss a lot of
This is
people
the
off
most.
with
This is the most notes
I think
wrote.
I am too.
I wrote the most about this one.
So did I.
Okay.
So did I. There was so much going on here that I was upset about.
I want to preface this by saying I wanted to love this. I was so excited when I found out about it, and I tried to force myself to love it. I don't love it. So coming in at number 20, for me, this is my opinion, is Resurrected.
It's where I have it. So far, I have everything in the same order as you have from the bottom.
And here's that first, version of the Ken Kelly artwork.
Yeah.
And doesn't look nearly as ominous or intimidating as the one they ended up going with.
It looks more like circusy.
It's softened up.
Yeah. It's like I think softened up is a great way to put it. It's soft around the edges. It's just not. It's not sharp and like.
But to be clear, that was the original. For anybody who doesn't know, that was the original, and the label said no, too evil. And then they turned in the classic album cover that we all love. And they were like, that one's cool. That one's
much better. I mean, I can see like how they say, okay, the background is a little fiery.
It's a little fiery. They're closer to it.
Yeah, so I could see that, but I just love the idea of that they're standing above. On the actual one, they're standing above everything, and it's just like it's just so much
magnificent.
Cooler. It's so great. Yeah.
Let's talk about the sound.
Yeah.
It's not truly an apples to apples here because this is a full blown remix of the album. So, but it was mixed by Bob Ezrin.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Here's my notes.
I don't know if there's any choice he made that I liked.
Just say it. Just say it, Glenn.
Well, objectively here, it's significantly more modern and processed.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's I think there was too much of an influence of what in 2012, what do we do and what do we need to do to this? It's clean.
Yeah, the drum sounds I would say are kind of hard to deny. They're maybe a tad woofy, but big and balanced. The drums,
they are, but they feel labored to me. I don't think they sound like Peter Criss.
Well, yeah, they sound more because
that's too much. That's my biggest problem.
Those songs are not meant to sound like that.
Right?
No. It just don't
work.
To
make it sound modern. Yeah.
I'll take the bullet for everybody. This is what I wrote.
Here it comes.
I said, I wrote, nope, atrocious. I'd rather have Mexico. This is like when someone discovered a new plugin but didn't really know how to use it.
Oh,
that's what that was my reaction to that. I hated it. I hated every second of it. Wow. Because it's 2020.
Someone found a new plugin.
2012.
And didn't figure out how to use it.
Oh, we have all these new plugins. Let's try them on all this stuff. And I'm sorry, Bob, I love you, but it should not have been done. It should not have been done. I don't get it. Why?
The background vocals are what kill me. I can't. They just what he did to the background vocals. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? He ripped them apart, and the balance of all of them. You hear that high harmony like way too loud in their hand. Yeah. I'm like, what? You wrecked the whole blend of the backup of them singing together.
It's no one. Anytime someone tries to remix something, it's not good. It's not as good. It's just, it never
It's
works.
tough.
It
It's
never
tough.
works.
And this was I think 16 track.
Yeah.
So he didn't even have like that granular level of isolation. I think his hands were a bit tied.
Yeah.
And overall, it's less dynamic, just like significantly so.
It's like
just
very
the
linear.
whole presentation of it, the
There's
mastering
no
on it.
dynamics.
Yeah.
Too many plugins. Too many plugins.
Too many plugins, too digital.
Dave got
Too
right
digital.
to the point. You got a new plugin and didn't learn how to use it.
Sorry, Bob.
Sorry, Bob.
He's gonna be bad.
Other than that,
Genius man.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't want him to mess with it because I love it so much.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to leave greatness alone.
Well, and he didn't mix Destroyer originally.
Yeah, that's right. The other guys did, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So moving on to number 19. Oh, this is an interesting one. The U.S. 1985 pressing, which is quickly identified with a barcode. They got rid of the KISS Army inner sleeve and just have the generic Casablanca. This is not a near mint to mint copy that I have of this album. It's been used. It's been listened to.
Oh yeah, I made it.
It's not it's not awful, but in certain parts, particularly in Do You Love Me, it's crackly. I cleaned it, but I don't think it's anything that is exclusive to the pressing. I think it's just it's the copy I have and how it was treated and whatnot. So crackling and popping aside, because sometimes you can tell when it's an album just has like, oh, this pressing has a very high noise floor, that kind of thing. I don't think that's the case with this one, but
my note is has potential to be a pressing that has better clarity than many others, but this version has a lot of wear and tear.
Yes, precisely. Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like this is more balanced. The overall EQ is more balanced than previous entries on the list. It's warmer, and I think that it's got a punchier bottom to it.
Yeah, kick a little boomy in the intro. Is it open hats in the intro or just kind of a wash of white noise? That was one thing.
Yeah,
but that's probably from the wear and tear.
I wrote went too far on the quote. Let's make it loud and punchy.
Yeah.
Okay. It is. Yeah, it is clearly more punchy than anything else to this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to number 18, the U.S. RCA Club pressing, the 1977.
Film works.
Here it is, and you can see here, manufactured by RCA Music Service, Indianapolis, blah, blah. So I don't know how you guys feel about club pressings and whatnot, but for the longest time, I was like, I don't want them. I don't need them in my collection. I get bummed out if I wasn't paying attention and I'm like, oh, I fucking whatever it is. You find it in the store and you get home. You're like, fuck, it's a club pressing. I didn't mean to. I wouldn't have got. I'm open, but now when you're collecting 25 copies of something, you have to have.
You gotta have it.
You have to have everything. So this is a nice copy.
Ooh, and here we have the Rocksteady production. The shirt you're wearing.
It's kind of hard to see here in the view of me, but this my Rocksteady shirt. All right, so my note here: more relaxed feel to it, warmer, but still relatively articulate.
Yeah,
that's my
notes. I wrote probably close to original. So okay, nothing special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing egregious, but lacks each instrument standing out while being perfectly balanced with the others' instruments and vocals. So it feels a little bloated and thick, nothing egregious.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, look at this. We're on the same page. We didn't even. I
feel like we're entering the pretty okay zone.
Yeah, now we're getting into some. Yeah, now we're getting into acceptable.
Acceptable versions.
Yeah, it's kind of it's the start of acceptable, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the start of acceptable.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to number 17.
Yeah.
Japan yellow obi version from 1980.
Very cool.
I mean, I love the yellow obi.
Gotta love a 1980 Obi.
Yeah. Yeah. And this has become a thing for me. Just Japanese pressings in general. But my note here is warm and punchy, nice thump, pleasing highs, runs a touch faster than all the others. Slightly pitched up. Intentional vary speed? I don't know. Mistake? I don't know. A little speedy.
Someone got a little excited.
I wrote sounds like they added verb. I don't know why. It just feels like that. The only other thing I wrote was the black and white artwork is so awesome. I love that black and white insert. Yeah. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I love black and white stuff. It's so good.
Well, we should just real quick. I mean, the Japanese pressings, they come with a lot of them come with these inserts with lyrics in Japanese, and then English translations that aren't always super accurate.
1-to-1. But to me, the black and white I don't know, something about it just looks so cool to me.
Yeah.
I have highs are occasionally a little crispy on this one. I like the guitars in this mix, but the overall pressing feels a little too inconsistent for top 5 contention. That was my...
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I didn't listen to this like A being as it's going. I'm just going one at a time.
Yeah.
So I didn't really notice the sped up part of it or pitched up part of it. So maybe just hit my ear different.
The guitars for me, I like they put a little more sizzle, I think, on the guitars but what, you kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul, which no pun intended, Peter and Paul here. But the what happens, especially at being on the last track there, on the album, you're already running into trouble with sibilants and highs, and it really hits in his vocals at that first line, 7-inch. You could hear that a lot. That was my test throughout a lot of this was, okay, where I'd find those spots where the highs just got way too crispy. And also you could hear it in the cymbals where it just starts turning into a wash, almost like white noise in some of the versions. But where, you get the guitars got the benefit of some of those injected highs.
Yeah. But the Obi's so awesome.
It is. That's a nice looking version.
Just quick question about this.
Yes.
Because it is covering up.
I know.
So, do we always love it? I mean, I say this as someone who does not own a single Japanese pressing of anything.
But believe me, I've had moments. We'll see later on some other Japanese pressings when the Obi's bigger.
Yeah.
All right, so Paul's still in view here.
Yeah,
but some of them
there's one I'm looking at right. He's not even in there.
Yeah. So yes, it's just a thing. It's like you've always got your other pressings, your U.S. pressings, your whatever, and then you just embrace the Japanese pressing for its unique. I should also mention they gave the album their own title, a Japanese interpretation of Destroyer. This album is called The Gang from Hell.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah. So, there's all kinds of special things about the Japanese pressings. And the printing, the quality of the printing is so good. The cardboard, it's just, everything's top notch. However, it's unfortunate this one's a little fast.
So I wonder if the traveling evangelist made it over to Japan or something, because he apparently scared them too, to the point where they renamed the album The Gang from Hell.
Wasn't that worse though?
That's what I mean. They're warning you.
Yeah.
They're warning people.
We gotta be warned.
This is the Gang from Hell.
Gang from Hell.
Okay, so that was number 17. Moving on to 16, the US 501 83 84 pressing. 501 is there's a 501 under the Casablanca label, which is unique to this version of Destroyer. And the original inner sleeve is no longer a part of this. I mean, we get in the 80s, they start, cutting some corners.
Cutting corners, yeah.
I thought the mids were more aggressive on this one. The guitars have more bite and sustain. This one runs slightly slower. It's pitched down a bit.
That might explain something here in my notes.
Okay. What do you got?
Well, my notes are quick. Not much punch out of the gates. Bass a little hot in the verses. Drums lacking kick.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, that was same thing about drum. Drum sounded kind of muddy and too much verb on the snare, something like that. But maybe that's slower. It's slower.
But I was actually excited to find this one out in the wild when you realize, oh yeah, this is the 501 pressing, the 83, 84. All right. So that was number 16. So moving on to 15. This surprised me. I thought it was going to rank higher for me. This is the Japan First Press Bogart 76. And here, Dave, where's Paul? I'll do shit like this, I'll slide the OB down, I'll take a look at Paul, I'll slide it back.
There he is.
There's Paul. There he is. Also noteworthy, this is a gatefold. I thought this was going to rank higher than it did, but it didn't.
I don't have this one rated.
Yeah, this one was not high for me. A little dull, no life.
Yeah.
I said, it's funny. You said no life. My note is lacks excitement, not feeling it, something flat about it. I can't really put my finger on. Overall, it's not a bad pressing, but not one to write home about.
Yeah.
The gatefold's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the classic Bogart labels with the silver type. And also, like the UK Pi, this one, when you hold it up to the light,
oh yeah,
and you see it's more of an orange amber sort of translucent. It's pretty cool. So my note on this one, I thought it was smooth, balanced, and a nice stereo image. That's all I wrote on this one.
Not exactly a glowing review.
Not glowing. I mean, it is number 15.
It is true.
It's no Argentina.
14.
This is a U.S. First Press Bogart 76 with the silver type on the label. This is the version out of the gates.
First press.
Like you would consider, there's another First Press with a different label. We'll get to that. So I ranked it 14. I thought the highs are a touch more excited. Again, this is like I'm going from one to the other in referring to it. So highs a touch more excited. It's a touch wider. And I thought it had nice warmth.
This one surprised me because out of nowhere, I thought the overall, this one, was like not bad overall, but it doesn't make it past round one for me, but just kind of meh. But what stood out was all of a sudden when the bridge hit, it got muddy. Just in the bridge, it's like someone left it's like everyone else must have been paying attention when the bridge came around. And in this version, the guy like, whoever nodded off.
He hit a knob somewhere.
There's a lot of folks out there like, oh, you can't beat my First Press. You can.
You can.
So number 13.
13. Closing in on the top 10, yeah.
So very similar to the regular First Press. I mean, this is the CRC, Columbia Record Club version, 1976, with the camel labels, which the camel labels are my favorite labels for Casablanca.
I like the camels.
I love the way the Casablanca logo glows a little differently. I like the absence of all the Filmworks bullshit, like the crew and all that other shit that's in the Filmworks label. It's a little, I love the camel label. So this, for a club pressing, it's pretty similar to the regular pressing, and ranked just a touch higher.
I really liked this one. I said nice and bright. Seems like the intended mix. Paul sounds good.
I have drums big, punchy, clear, bass cuts through, vocals balanced, bells perfectly placed, BVs perfect levels, nothing over affected, no part or section overhyped or pushed. In the running for number 1. This is the best organic pressing so far.
Wow. Okay.
The best
this
organic
one was good.
CRC. Yeah,
CRC.
This is what's amazing about this whole experience is like club pressings get a bad rap. They get it like everyone assumes they're using like second generation tapes and this and that. I mean,
this one was good.
This one was good. Well,
interesting.
I had it at 13.
That's okay, and that's what this is all about.
I like it though. This is good. Number 12.
I had a question about this one.
Oh yeah. Well, let's reveal it. Let's reveal it.
Reveal.
First.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. All right. So number 12 is the U.S. First Press Bogart misprint, 1976. So the type is black on this, and it's a misprint because on Flaming Youth it's missing the number 1.
Okay, that was my question. I was like, what? I thought that's what the misprint was. I was like, is that actually the misprint? It just is, there's no number 1.
I have it a little bit above the other first press and above this CRC. I mean, they're all in the same neck of the woods. They're all 1976. This is the loudest pressing.
Really?
Yep. This one, so all the other, in my listening, all other tracks were level matched to this one, which came in
interesting.
Came in at negative 21.6 LKFS.
That explains one of my notes.
Integrated loudness, measured with a -4 meter.
Everyone's gonna know what that means.
I thought this was very similar to the CRC, but for me, more pleasing. I thought the highs were a little more comfortable, and I thought the bottom was a little more comfortable.
I wrote very middle of the road on this one.
Well, Dave, guess what?
What?
It's almost literally middle of the road.
In the middle of the road. Yeah, I know.
It is mid. It's mid,
so
as
mid.
the kids say. I have drums sound good, but lack some consistency of the other variants. Lead vocals seem a little hot at times. The drums suffer a bit in the bridge in this version as well. This is a Sterling cut master pressed at keel. I just had that down as a.
It's so funny because these things are in theory on paper, everything should be the same, right? But we're talking about mixed notes right here. Right, like these aren't just like
but
Jim's all the same mix.
Like I said, when I said Paul sounds good, like he shouldn't sound better than on any other one. Like it's really weird.
But that's there's a lot.
That's what happens.
Mastering.
Yeah,
that's what's fascinating about this whole exercise. That's what was most fascinating.
Oh yeah.
To hear, because it almost so many times it sounds like a mix thing.
Yeah.
It sounds like, how did that get loud? I mean, it's because it's not. There's only one other mix. There's only 2 mixes.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Number 11 is the Japan Crazy Collection version from 1987. And this I was showing you guys when you were over. This is a unique sort of version of a obi. It's a sheet.
That's really cool too.
So it's got catalog on the inside and lyrics on the inside.
They just step up with all the artwork stuff. They just do such a great job.
Yeah. But I always wonder, why are they called the Crazy Collection? What is the Crazy Collection? What the hell's going on here? It's because they were released in '87, which is Crazy Nights was released.
Yeah.
So I guess let's re-release everything called the Crazy Collection.
Might as well.
By the way, this might be a little too much of a tangent, but I tried to listen to Crazy Nights the other day.
And crazy. I can't remember how the song goes.
it's just that's a whole nother discussion. I cannot.
I have a lot of trouble with anything past Dynasty.
Okay, what? Even Unmasked? What?
I'm not sure, but I mean,
Dave, you used to give everybody Unmasked for their birthday.
That's all I had.
Back in 1980. Dave and his mom go down to whatever Zare, buy a stack of Unmasked.
Maybe I bought a bunch of them.
From Leechmere, was that the name of the place?
Leechmere, you could get
went down to
Leechmere.
Leechmere. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows why?
So the crazy nights when I have sounds like a tighter, leaner mix, maybe a little less reverb. I know, this isn't a mix. This is a mastering thing, but sometimes you get this reverby kind of thing going on in the masters. This one somehow feels leaner. It feels tighter. Like there's not that overall reverb feeling in the previous mixes. Nothing offensive and a worthwhile alternate option to hear, but seems to lack some of the character of earlier mixes. But I would put it about where you have it here. I guess.
I think 11 is right.
I would agree. Like this, I have it as smooth, pleasing, well balanced, and warm. But it also is running a touch faster.
How dare they?
Slightly pitched up. And I don't know what that. I feel like they were very specific about things they did. And I have a hard time believing that this is accidental.
Just as a total other tangent
for a Japanese pressing. Like I have a hard time believing there was like a whoops moment. Oh, the tape machine was running a little fast.
We are entering the top 10.
This is the Canada first press gatefold 1976. So like the Japanese
It opens up. Yeah.
First pressings, it opens up.
Nice.
Which is really interesting to me. Like, why in Japan and Canada did they
have more money?
Because this is what the inner sleeve is on the U.S. pressing.
Right.
They put it in the gatefold. But this is a solid pressing.
Yeah. I thought this was bright and punchy. I felt like the snare was a little deep in the chorus, but other than that, I thought it was a really good sounding pressing. The only other thing I would add is that this was my favorite kind of standard artwork. I think it's very vibrant. The color's very vibrant and really deep blues, and I thought it was really interesting just the way it looked.
Yeah, it is.
I liked it
printed nicely. Yeah,
yeah,
nice. Yeah, I also really like this version. The drums sound really good on this 76 first pressing. Drums cut throughout the entire song, even the last minute where the song gets very busy.
Yeah.
I thought this version, the drums kept cutting through, whereas other versions get a little lost through that last minute there. The vocals sound pure and cut throughout the entire song. The BVs are a perfect blend with the lead. Best zero hype mix of the bunch so far. As with the earlier pressings, there's a purity to the analog warmth that just sounds like 1976.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote down nice stereo image, articulate guitars, nice air and separation, and nice sizzle. Yeah, I like this pressing.
Yeah, it was a good one. It made my top 5.
Okay.
Nice.
Number 9. This is the U.S. second press, Camel, 1976. I love this label so much. Look at that glow on the Casablanca logo. I love those colors against that cream sand.
Yeah, what I wrote about the artwork was, this is how I remember it.
Okay. I thought it was very similar to the Canada first press gatefold. But a bit tighter, a little clearer separation. The drums I thought were more focused, and better transients.
Interesting. Yeah. I wrote, I liked it less, actually.
Okay.
I said the mix feels boring. There's not much excitement between the notes. Like they took out reverb. Like, that goes kind of
it?
that goes with what you're saying. Like there's more definition. To me, it felt like they lost something in between the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
but
which learned that can happen in this process.
The other thing I noted, because there are different versions of this, I noted that it's the Pittman and Santa Maria version. Mm-hmm. So there's two different stampers going on, and you'll see this come up a few times. But that's the version I have.
So yeah, I had this one is good, but not as dynamic as some of the other ones. So I've been just about properly placed right around where you have it there.
All right, so we're at number 8.
Number 8.
This is a very, very special copy for me. This is my childhood copy.
Mm.
Oh wow!
This is the U.S. Third Press Filmworks 1977. Filmworks labels. There was a stretch where before I had 25 copies, I thought this one was actually going to be at least in my top 5 based on how I had felt about it over the years. And I started wondering, is it because it's baked into my brain? Like, this is how 8-track aside, this is the version that I listen to over and over and over and over. So it's just,
that's
it's what I
be.
expect.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't. It was a blind listening experience, so I had no idea number which 8. One it was. It's coming in at number 8. I thought it was a lot for me. It was a lot like the U.S. Second Press Camel, but with more bottom and punch. Mm. And I particularly noted how the bass sounds. I think the bass sounds fantastic on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wrote, this one is good. Sounds like the right balance between bright and bass.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's funny, the artwork, I wrote again, this is how I remember it. So I probably had the same version. I probably had the same version as you.
Yeah.
You know?
You probably did. I mean, because, this was, it's 77, so, you know, we didn't get it right when it came out. And,
Yeah.
I didn't have much on this one but nothing offensive. The piano seemed a bit buried. The background vocals seemed a bit buried at times, and it didn't. I thought it lacked some of the punch of some of the other ones. But I thought it sounded good. You know, I thought it sounded good. You know.
Yeah. All right, number 7. I thought this, in theory, this should have ranked higher for me, but it didn't. This is the U.S. 45th anniversary 2021.
Mm.
It's very clean. It's got lovely air. It's well balanced. I think the high end is very refined. I think it has the most shimmer of all the pressings.
Mm.
So it's great. I mean, it's nice. I think they did a good job on this. I think, it's one of those, it's like, if you don't own Destroyer and you come across this for a decent price, pick it up.
Mm.
Yeah, I have this one ranked very high. Very high. Not 1, but I have it very high. Dave, what did you think?
I did not like this one as much as you guys did.
Okay.
I wrote, sounds like they put a verb on the whole mix with too much pre-delay. Not great.
Really?
This
not
it's
great.
got some reverb notes. I mean,
I don't know. I have to go. I don't know.
Well, it has to be just. It's like the frequencies in the act, because there's a lot of reverb. Let's face it.
Yeah, there is
Destroyer,
a lot. Yeah.
At large.
Yeah.
Lots of reverb.
But for the thing is the pre, like it sounded like there was it just had like a pre-delay on it or something like. So I don't know. Maybe I'd have to go back and listen to it again.
Do you think? Because I do feel that like the shimmer and the high end.
Maybe
I feel like it's doing something with the reverb. It's the comment I made. There's more air going on.
Maybe. But hey, to each their own. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
I have kick snare, sounds great, not overdone like a lot of modern remasters. The usual mushy cymbals in certain sections that I think were sort of trouble spots in other pressings are improved on this version.
Mushy.
And
it's like a mastering engineer's worst nightmare hearing the word mushy.
yeah, well, there's parts, you know what I'm saying? They're almost like a washy white,
muddy and mushy
white noise.
And particularly, again, at this part of the album, towards the end of side 2,
You get that.
it gets complicated.
When I was listening to it, I was liking it, but I was thinking some people might not like this. It could feel a bit tampered with.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I do like the shimmer. I do like the shimmer.
Sheen.
It
The
does
shimmer
have
and
some-
Glenn loves a good sheen. You know.
I do.
Yes. Glistens.
All right, number 6.
If there was ever one that surprised the fuck out of me, it was this one. Because this shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
The Priceless collection.
The Canada Priceless Collection,
Collection,
1983.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on a sec. Let me listen to it again. Hold on a sec. When I originally got this before the shootout, like I was expecting this to just be garbage. Just I don't know, because it's like look, they actually printed freaking Priceless on the artwork. It's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like the
how dare
discount,
they?
the bargain bin. It's a no frills version. It's just the regular Casablanca, inners and Filmworks label. 80s again. But I mean, I have it at number 6.
Yeah.
I just thought warm and pleasing saturation. Those are my only notes. I just like this one.
Was you were noting things that were fast and slow. Was this one a touch slow?
I didn't make a note.
Okay.
Could be. I don't know.
What I wrote down was is it slow? ? And then more defined bass part, more mid. But I liked it. Like I felt like the bass was punchy a little bit more.
Yeah.
I liked this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought this one ranked a little lower. I just put down that, but it could be one I didn't listen to as many times or something. But I had just down that it just out of the gates, I thought it sounded slightly lower quality than some of the ones that you've had below this one. I just thought overall. And when you're talking about lower quality, I mean, that's not very specific, but it just kind of sounded like a...
Jim, did you let the Priceless collection affect your ears?
You were.
I did. This was not a blind test.
We had to have a blind. We should have had blind testing.
Yes.
I'm just like, there's no way this can be good. Like, just
shouldn't be good.
But I had to have it.
Yeah, of course you did.
gotta. I mean, but I can't. This is quite a liberty.
That's a big yes. You are going right out of your way to upset some people.
Yeah.
We're just gonna print right on the actual artwork.
Yeah,
not a hype sticker.
Like who approved that?
Yeah, let's just put the Priceless collection right in that mountain right there.
Well, you know what? I guess that's how they felt about KISS in 1983.
I guess so.
All right, so let's
number 5.
Here we go.
Right, top five.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Juicy.
This is the Japan third press. Now, the catalog number is a 6395 Camel. This is 1977. I point this out that it's the 6395 version because there is a SWX 6268 version that also has the Camel label. Yeah. So anyway, so this is a Japanese third pressing, again with the gatefold, and back to the bigger Obi totally covering Paul.
Poor Paul. It's always Paul.
Yeah, no one knows who Paul is in Japan.
Yeah.
He's been covered up on every album.
They're a power trio in Japan.
The Obi is they're a power trio.
I have it coming in, to number 5.
Yeah,
I
like this one. This sounds like what this should sound like. It sounds like Destroyer to me.
Yeah, I thought excellent separation. Drums really cut through. Nice stereo image and really well balanced.
This is my number 4.
Okay.
Nice.
I have nice punchy drums right out of the gates. Great snare in the verses. Vocal mix is spot on. Drums in the bridge. It may sound the best on this early pressing. Top 5 for sure. Could be number 1 if going for a pure play, least affected best mix. So it was higher at one point, and then as I started A-Bing it with some of the others, they actually bumped it down to 4. But I think a lot of these could be switched around.
Yeah.
This one could have been.
But
like
this one's great. Number 4. This is the Japan Filmworks 1978. Again with the gatefold. This one I thought was very similar to the third press Camel, but with more shimmer and air.
Yeah. I had this one as my number 2.
Okay.
I really like this one.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if I had this one, if I have this one.
Jim,
marked
it's okay.
wrong,
Tell us you didn't like it.
Well,
It's okay.
it just doesn't sound like the same one. I have volume inconsistencies. Another big disparity in the drums and the bridge.
We're gonna have to cut this part out.
What?
Just kidding.
Yeah, I guess
Volume inconsistencies.
Love it.
maybe my headphones were going out at the
No,
time.
I love
Jim's
it.
headphones were crapping out
They
during
were-
this one.
They are battery operated. Maybe I did have the wrong one because you guys both really liked that one.
No,
so.
you guys liked another one that I didn't like. So this is, this is what we're here
I'm
for.
yeah.
This is
Go back, give it another listen.
Yeah, this next one I was not a big fan of either.
That makes sense though, for how you feel, because so number 3 is the one inside the originals too, which is also 1978 with Filmworks labels.
They might have used the same stuff.
yeah,
press it.
it was very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, so and I kind of loved this moment when I tallied all my results and found these two back to back because they're basically the same. But I thought this one, I did put it at number 3. I said almost identical to the 1978 Filmworks, probably the same. But this particular pressing just sounds a touch more exciting to me.
Yeah, I felt like I wrote, yes, this is good. I think the guitars stood out in this one a little bit more to me than on other ones.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it's just a touch brighter, or
Yeah.
it's punching a little bit more. The only thing I wrote down for artwork was too much stuff.
So there's
There's so much in there.
it's these 3 albums.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of a little mini box set.
Right.
Oh,
It's these inner sleeves.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, for Destroyer, it's just this, and it's the back over there, but they're just inner sleeves.
Right.
I see.
And all that stuff that it comes with is, just kind of box set kind of stuff.
Right.
This is a very coveted piece in the KISS vinyl collecting world. Just a little more, I thought it was just a touch more exciting than the Filmworks, the Japanese Filmworks 78. Jim, you just felt the same about this one.
Yeah, I feel like I really do need to go back and listen to both of those. Both of those. My note is safe, nothing wrong of note.
Right.
So
Okay.
it just wasn't, not mad at it. So anyway, number 2.
All right. Number 2 is the 2007 Japan.
Yes, I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
So this one, it's kind of a interesting OB. It doesn't wrap around. It just kind of
Sticks on
the edge. This one is quite a collector's piece. I don't know how many they pressed, but it's kind of harder to find. And this thing is freaking mint. This thing is brand freaking new. It's incredible. And I got it from a shop in Massachusetts. This one is often cited as the best sounding pressing of Destroyer. I have it at number 2. It's awesome. It's great.
This is my number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, as well defined, punchy, but not too much. They didn't go too far with it. I just thought this one was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have nice clear vocals. Drums are present. Clear, have some punch, but don't sound overdriven or overly affected. Sounds like a pure, clean mix that has everything where it should be, and what I would think is the closest to getting the best out of what the original intended mix tried to be. This is running for number 1. Only knock some slightly high sizzling on occasion. Otherwise, it'd be my number 1.
Okay. I note the sizzle as well. I said this is nice sizzle and shimmer. Punchy lows, well balanced, very natural stereo image. I think it's the best sounding drums out of everything. I think it's the best sounding drums. To me, it sounds like a lot of care went into a very customized mastering for this. Like I feel like they just really put a lot of care into it, a lot of care into preserving the original integrity and intention and. God, what a strange time too to do something like this. 2007.
2007, like what? So random.
All right, here we go.
Are we ready for number 1?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
And I knew this was coming. This is the US 2014, mastered by Kevin Reeves. And just, I gotta hand it to this guy because he remastered all of them when they did all these reissues in 2014. I feel like he put some really incredible care and love into the mastering of all of them. And this one, I think it is the best sounding pressing of KISS Destroyer available today.
The US 2014 pressing.
It's just the most pleasing. I think the balance is perfect. It's warm. It's punchy. The highs are smooth. Natural sounding stereo image. Excellent separation in space. Full range dynamics. He didn't squash it. He knew what not to do, and is one of the most important things with this sort of work.
So this is a remaster.
This is remastered. Yeah, all of these 2014s were remastered. So all right. So anyway, there you have it.
Dave, what did you think of that?
I like this one. I think I had it I don't know. I think I had 3 or 4. I think, but. Yeah, same kind of thing. It was like nice, bright, punchy. Didn't quite like it as much as the 2007 Japan one, but very, very good.
I think I was so excited that in 2014, they went far away from the 2012 version. I was just most of my notes are, thank God they, diverted from the bad choices from 2012. And this was a whole, they just went right back to the original source. And I just basically have, like a lively pressing with all kinds of things like about it. It's just a great, it could have made my top 5 easily. That's it for today's show, this special episode of the KISS Destroyer Vinyl Shootout. Thank you, Glenn, for bringing all of this. We have season 2 soon to look forward to. So thanks for checking it out today, and we'll see you on season 2. So here's the vinyl journey. Okay, I'll just rip through this really fast, but this is the journey of an album. Once it's after a record is recorded and mixed, it moves on to vinyl mastering, which involves vinyl safe EQing and leveling, the bass often tightened and centered, and a groove spacing plan is made. They actually plan this stuff out. Those grooves in the vinyl record, they're sitting there plotting this out before they start making it. So you take your digital or analog master and run it through a cutting console and amps to the lathe's cutting head, where the lathe stylus carves the spiral groove into a lacquer in real time. So think of a lacquer as the first physical master template, or the original groove cut that everything else is copied from. So then you go into the metalworks phase, which is where the plating begins. And a father or metal master is created when the lacquer is electroplated into the first metal negative master. Then the mother is a metal positive made from the father used to make multiple stampers. Then the stamper is a metal negative made from the mother and is mounted in the record press. In the pressing process, the hot vinyl biscuit or puck is squeezed between stampers to form the record. The edges are trimmed, the vinyl is cooled, spot checked, and run through quality control, sleeved, jacketed, and shipped. And that is the DNA of vinyl.